everybody, so this is the first video. In the intro you saw me put down some tissue paper, and here is the mint one, and that is going to be the base of the layout today. I was really inspired by this tissue paper, so I'm going to create a whole background with just that. It's going to be a very simple layout, and I think it's really fun. So what I'm going to do is just going to cut some strips of this tissue paper in about 2.5–3 centimeters about, and then I'm going to glue them down, sort of crumple them up a bit so you got a bit of a ruffle effect, but without having to sort of fold them like you have to do. And then I'm going to stitch it down. So that's a really easy but fun textured background. I feel that I sometimes don't have enough texture in on my pages, so I really wanted to try to do that on this one. So that I'm going to do. So I'm going to put down as little tape as I possibly could need. Nej, Viola. Viola is right here with me. So I'm going to crumple them up a bit, and then I'm going to stick them down. And I'm really sorry if you can hear the dogs, but yep, that's the way it is. So it's not going to be a very big layout or sort of, you know, what do you say, like, it's not about a height in it because you stitch it down, but I hope you can sort of feel the texture of it. Viola! So yeah, one strip left. So now I'm just going to stitch it down with my sewing machine, because that is what you use when you're going to sew. I do anyway. So I'm going to do that, and just going to stitch each row. So, and that stitching is going to add more texture too. So I really love how that turned out. Viola, I'm so sorry, Viola. So I'm going to do that, and yeah, I'm all done, I was about to say. So I really like how that turned out. Nay? And then when that is done, I sort of ruffle it up a bit, and I really like how it looks. And you can hear the dogs, and I'm really sorry. And I'm just going to clean it up a bit. Usually I'm sort of take good care of the thread ends and tape it down and all that, but for this one I just couldn't be bothered, so I just sort of cut it off, yeah, like that. Um, and and a bit of texture, but you can see, I mean, I didn't like fold it into ruffles or something, but it's still that sort of texture, and I really like that. So now I'm going to mat my photo on white cardstock, just to give it that border, because it's very green, a lot of green things here. Oh my gosh, those dogs. Nej, Viola! Nej! Shh! Snälla. That that journaling card is from Maggie Holmes. I'm so sorry, wait a bit. Okay, so yeah, that journaling card is from a cut apart sheet from the Maggie Holmes confetti. So now I'm going to layer some black scrap paper that I had, so that sort of mats the whole thing, sort of. And I really like how it turns out, but you can see it is just scrap paper. And I was sort of starting to think about my title. I know what I sort of want to journal about, um, and I decided in the end to try to use my thickers that I put in the kit. There was like nothing left of them, and yeah, and here you can see me using more of the scraps. So, I mean, you can get a long way with scraps if you just like are determined enough. I mean, you can. It won't always look pretty, but you can. And I sort of think it's a bit charming that it is so sort of quilted together. So yeah, and that journaling card, or it's a cut apart, I really love it. I think it's so cute with a little bird. I think Maggie Holmes should do like the chipboard sheet she did for confetti. I think she should do like one whole sheet with just little birds. I mean, yeah, I would get that. Um, so I'm trying to use this. It's from the same collection. It's from the confetti, but I'm trying to use it, but it's not going to work out. Um, So I'm going to use, like I said, my thickers for the title. And I don't have a lot of thickers for this title. I actually have hardly any letters, but I realized I did have numbers. So, yeah. So I'm going to use that for my title. And, well, I mean, you can see I'm sort of frustrated. Um, so I'm going to check my phone. I use the Collect app. I love that app for story photos, know what date it is, and also like longer stories. So there I just check the date of it, and that is going to be my title. And I think that's a really fun idea because, I mean, usually you have a lot of numbers, and why not use them as a title? So, um, yeah, I didn't have a one, but you mean you can cut foam figures. That's what's good with the foam figures, you know? So, 4th of July 2015, and sort of like a subtitle, I'm going to use these black glitter letter stickers. Yeah, and I'm going to write the name of the place. I'm going to use that for the first part of the name, and then my little sort of square um, square letter stickers for the rest of it. Yep, those. Um, and I'm going to write the name of the lake that we took the dogs to swim in. And when I say we took the dogs, I mean we walked for 5 minutes and then let them drop in. So yeah, yeah. Um, but I really like how the title looks, even though they're all different sort of font and sizes. Because it's all black, I sort of think it goes together. So in this layout, the accent color is black, and I really like that. So I'm going to add the date with my Heidi Swap roller date stamp. And yeah, it's a bit excessive, but I sort of like how that stamped looks. um, so yeah, going to put it all down. I think I'm ready to commit. Yeah, nope, fine glue, fine tape. Okay, I don't know how it is with you, but my tape sort of just flies away. It just like eats itself up or something. I don't know. I mean, I go through tape like there is no tomorrow because tomorrow I don't have any tape. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, as you can see, it's a very simple layout. That is pretty much it. I'm going to add those sort of white, um, it sort of look like crystal shapes, but they're just white. And I really like how that looks. It sort of looks like, you know, the foam that gets on this on the lake, and I don't know, I so just associate now, but I really like how it looks. So it is just that part of the layout. I mean, it's nothing more. I'm just going to add my journaling. Yep. And that you can see, I have my Collect app open, so I have written this story and then I just write it again uh, in a bit other words, but the story is the same. So really good to use the Collect app if you haven't tried that one out. Really love that. So that is the first layout. I mean, I really love how it turned out. A lot of texture, it's a bit different, but it's really, really simple. I mean, you don't have to stitch if you don't want to. I mean, just that tissue paper, and tissue paper is easy and you can find it everywhere. It's so much texture. So I am so really excited about this one. Definitely going to try this again. I hope you have liked this process video, the first one in this series. I hope you will come back to check out the others, and I hope you have a really great rest of the week, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.